If y'all remember this Jeep Cherokee, this 97 Jeep Cherokee, this is the same one from the Blue Jeeps video from June. I'm gonna do a startup here, and I got the wires hooked up. Well, we got this thing hot wired, so get ready for a startup. It's a 5-speed Jeep, well, actually that's not the original miles. I changed the cluster out a while back. It had a non-tachometer in it. It read 279,000 miles when I changed it, and we put a couple thousand miles since then. So pretty much that's how many miles we've put on it since we've had this thing hot wired. We ain't drove it very far or nothing like that. Got a 4-liter inline 6 in it. Check out the motor here. Yeah, it's not the original motor in it. So what I've done with this thing so far was really hot wire it. I'm gonna turn the steering so it won't run into the other Jeep. So the door's still messed up. I haven't changed the latch on it or nothing. So it's still a good Jeep. I don't know how many miles it's got. It's up there, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I just figured I'd go ahead and make a quick video on this thing. Yeah, I still got my F-150 right there in my 78 Ford. And got this Jeep right here still yet. And I got the other Jeep, the one. It ain't loud at the moment. I can fix the exhaust on it. So yeah, so we got, that's all we really, well, actually we changed the head gasket on it a while back, and then we pulled the motor out. Well, actually we pulled the motor out first. They changed the clutch and throwout bearing in the flywheel and stuff. And then we, I think it was the power, no, we lost power steering on the thing. And I think the water pump locked up because there's still water in this thing, and it was back in the winter, and it blowed the head gasket. And we took the head off and we changed the head and stuff. Well, we changed the head gasket and all that. Everything was good. The motor was still good. It didn't get much water in it or nothing, but still holding up strong so far. So I need to put some gas in it soon. About everything around here is about out of gas now. I don't even know if that fuel gauge is even right. So I may need some more storage. The radio is not going to work right now because of all this going on. So the only thing you really need your keys for is to unlock the steering. That's all you really need it for. But the actuator pin's no good, so that's why you can't get to a start position, because we have to take all this out to change the actuator pin. It ain't gonna take too much to change it out. But whenever we had the dash all the way apart on that Jeep video and all that, so we didn't know exactly what to do. We just took a steering cover and stuff apart. We'll have to take all this out and then take the lock cylinder out to get to the actuator pin. So I'll change that one day. I got it in full-wheel drive low because it needs a yoke and everything like that. It still drives pretty good. Manual windows. I like about this thing is manual locks and everything. Still goes in gear nice. Cruise around the yard for a second. Backing up there. Got a couple goats over there. I might do a double cold start video. I might fire up that Blue Jeep right there. I'm not sure. I got the battery still in it, so we'll fire it up here in a minute here, so probably. Everything's holding up good on this thing, so not much going on with this one, but it still runs and everything. We got a brand new muffler and stuff underneath it because this thing was like really loud one day. we drove it like that for a little bit and stuff, so everything like that, it's not bad. It's got a little bit of rust on it, but not as much. But it's lifted. It's a lifted Jeep. Most of the Cherokees around here are usually, some of them stock, some of them's not. Now that Jeep right there is stock, but it's just got a broken frame. You can't even drive a thing forward now because the control arm completely snapped off and everything like that. So this Jeep here is still running good. If you remember it was parked over there where my F-150s are. Parked over there for a while. And then we watched the video there. The guy hot wired it, or showed us how to change actuator pin and stuff, so we just decided to hot wire it for now, so we can at least move it around to mow the yard and stuff, but at least that we can at least start it and stuff. The alternator still charges and everything. So the Jeep sat for 2 months before we hot wired it, something like that. I'm not really sure. It sat for a little bit. See if you can quiet here. Yeah, it still fires up good. Everything like that. Yeah, it's even got the little rack right there on the front. And everything like that. It's, of course, four-wheel drive. Not sure what my plans are with this thing yet. I'd like to get it running, or it's running already. I just need to get the actuator pin fixed and everything, and then get the yoke fixed and everything like that. So this thing, before I changed the cluster out, it actually had the idiot lights in it and stuff like that. So I found this in the junkyard. Got it pretty cheap. So then I watched a video at first because I was trying to figure out how to change the instrument cluster and stuff like that, and a guy changed it from a non-tachometer version to the tachometer version. Everything works like that. So I don't know if the fuel gauge is right. I was told the fuel gauge wasn't very accurate. Like sometimes it'll read, when I turn the ignition on, it'll read with the gas light and stuff on. So I'm not sure if it's very accurate or not. I guess one day we'll figure it out. I'll have to put some gas in it soon before the fuel pump start sucking air and stuff, because if you run them low, it'll actually kill your fuel pump doing that. So we'll do a quick cold start here. So now, of course, you're probably wondering how you shut it off. Just pull the wire, put it in first gear there. Everything's still good on it, and we have to lock the door just to get that one going. See if this thing will fire up. I started it yesterday evening. I start this thing every now and again, so we still got the ratchet strap and everything. And this thing right here, it completely snapped off, so you can't drive it forward now. Probably wondering how many miles it's reading now. The same thing. Alright, let's fire it up. It ain't loud now, for now, so we'll turn the radio off. Alright, we'll fire it up. I kind of fixed the exhaust a little bit. It still smokes at startup. See, I kind of got it fixed in place, but it has fell a couple times, so I fixed it with the coat hanger. Yeah, I got my Duralast battery in it. What is that? Oh, that's power steering fluid. I checked it last night and stuff like that. Yep, this thing's still holding up strong. Kinda. But yeah, I'm gonna call the video here probably, and nothing's really changed on it other than we wiped down the visors and stuff in the rear view mirror. Got rid of that lipstick stuff and wiped it down a while back. The AC still works. You just gotta keep an eye on the AC compressor because it likes to stop. Gas light's on, the ABS light's still on, and the check engine's not on at the moment because I've unhooked the battery already a few times. Yeah, this thing's still running strong. Yep. So I'm gonna call the video here. So we'll make this 97 Jeep Cherokee and 2001 Jeep Grand Cherokee start up. So that's about it for these. I guess we'll call the video right here. We'll see you on the next one.